This clip is brought to you by SaveWithConrad.com.
Boy, Tully Blanchard, man.
Oh, well, you got him now. You got him now. You know?
Oh, I know. And he looks great. I mean, he looks great for an old man. And which I tell him all the time. But man, Hallie.
When you see Tully, tell him how good this is for him. He was my idol. He's my idol. I had to grow this. Tell him,
Okay.
Well, that, and you and Conrad, I can't diet. I don't want to diet, but I'm trying to look like you guys. You think?
Okay.
Next, I'm going to ask you, Conrad, about teaching me how to do mortgages.
Oh, dude, you would be the best mortgage guy in the history of mortgage guys. I was surprised to hear that your brother Jimmy actually did mortgages for a while. I had no idea.
Yes, he did. That he did. He had I guess he got him from Lending Tree was one of them, and he just make the calls. I'm
fascinated by, what was happening and what everybody's duties and roles were here. You're telling us earlier that you were probably in the truck for this show, helping direct. What would Jimmy have been doing on a show like this?
Oh, he's in the back. He and we've got a headset there and several, and a mic to the truck, of course. Yeah, he'd be screaming about camera angle or whatever. But see, these matches before the main event are just, we're putting them in the can. We don't necessarily shoot them to use them, but we know they're going to be good matches. So let's put it together. And then two, with TBS, who was it at TBS? Well, their home entertainment, they started talking to us about the Great American Bash. Tony, that's where we started voicing over all these things, was at Turner Studios for the videotape.
Right. Steve Chamberlain was the Turner Home Entertainment guy. Remember Steve? Yeah.
Yes.
So on a show like this, I mean, we've never really talked about this, Tony. Do you guys remember, were there quote unquote agents? Of course, these days, and even in WCW, you guys had producers or agents or whatever you want to call them. Did that role exist here in Jim Crockett Promotions in 1986?
Agents? You mean real agents?
Like producers, these days, or, a generation later, you would have had guys in the WWF, for instance. You would have had Rene Goulet, and you would have had Chief J Strongbow, and you would have had guys like that. You would have had Blackjack. You would have had other folks who were
Blackjack Lanza.
Yeah. Blackjack Lanza.
Gene Anderson.
Okay.
Sandy Scott. Would sort of be our agents.
Okay.
Right? They would go to house shows, or if they were wrestling, they would handle the house show for us. We had agents, but not like WWE had.
Right.
It was just another thing, because Gene wanted to work in the office, Sandy wanted to work in the office. A lot of guys did not want to be in the office at all.
Right.
They'd rather, stay home and sleep.
Sure, why not?
Yeah.
I get it. It's a wrestling podcast, but he's saving us money on our mortgage. Do you really trust this process? The reviews don't lie. 5-star review after 5-star review. We make it fast, we make it easy, and it's no cost or obligation. Give us a shot to earn your business. I'm telling you, you'll be glad you did, especially if you like keeping more of your own money. You don't need perfect credit or money out of your pocket. So what are you waiting for? Hurry to SaveWithConrad.com. We're seeing Ron Garvin here and Tully Blanchard slug it out. It's a tape fist match. Of course, we've talked a lot about Tully Blanchard. We haven't spent nearly as much time talking about Ron Garvin. How was he to do business with, David?
Very easy. Really. This is his match. He does it. Sort of sits in the corner. He does his push-ups, Hindu squats. He goes when he's not there. Was building trailers, to sell trailers. He was out on Wilkinson Boulevard, Charlotte, up on a hill. Now I think he's in West Virginia, up on a mountain.
Yes, he is.
Yeah. And it still looks very good. Very good.
Yeah, Ron was a good guy, man. Did you ever fly with him in his plane?
No.
I did.
No. Did you? Oh, that had to be an experience.
It was. We flew from Atlanta back to Charlotte after one of our studios. And he said, "See those cars down there?" I went, "Yeah." He said, "Those cars are going faster than we are right now." I said, "That does not make me feel good." He said, "Well, just let you know, it does." I don't know if he's trying to scare me or not, but yeah, he was another one of those pilots. But Ronnie was I just thought this thing. I thought this angle with Ronnie and Tully was great because they were both great athletes. They both made it look really authentic. They both could take punishment and dish it out, and it was just I just like this.
Yeah,
I like
they
this.
Both snug would be the good word. They were definitely snug. They
were snug. Very well said. And see how Tully can just bounce up against the Tully. Oh man, I've often said, and I know I'm right on this. It's an art form, more of an art form than ever before back then, and it was just very, very well done.
I have to say this: you need to look at our top talent in your videos. They say very little in the ring. They feel each other. They feel the crowd.
Sure.
And little or no talking. Now, God forbid, you have to plan every second out.
Oh, I know.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just another example of how the business has changed. And the old there's a lot of guys that would say it's changed for the better. And there's a lot that says it hasn't changed because if guys don't get the spots right, sometimes they get lost, but they just improvise. I remember, one of my favorites is now Tully, by the way, has a foreign object in his hand that obviously will be used. And there it goes. Wow. Speaking of snug.
Mm-hmm. And look, you got Wahoo over there.
Yeah.
Wahoo got JJ.
Yeah. And, but anyway, I used to, Ole I really liked Ole, and he and I talked a lot. And he said, back in the day, he said, we'd be in one dressing room and our opponent to be in another dressing room, and the referee ran back and forth between the dressing rooms and say to you, this is the finish we want. What do you want to do? And he said, all right, tell him we want to do this and this and this. And he go back and the guy say, okay, let's do this. And he said, that's how we planned out the match.
Right.
And to me, that was the magic of it back then, being able to do it on the fly like that.
These guys are so creative, to be able to, it's ad lib. You're ad libbing the whole time.
Right. I thought it was just remarkable, the stuff they used to be able to do. And still today, I mean, I'm just amazed at some of the stuff that goes on today. But, again, my fandom kicks in here from the Crockett era and just wonderful stuff. All right, so this match is over, Conrad. How long did this one go?
Let's check the videotape if we shall. It's 1 minute and 50 seconds of the fourth round. We're doing rounds here.
Yeah.
Mr. Miller is actually going to announce Garvin as the winner before he has to correct himself. It's actually Tully who picks up the win. Okay. Garvin's going to try to collect himself. Wahoo in his corner.
Hey, it's Conrad Thompson. Thanks for checking out the podcast here on YouTube. Be sure to hit the subscribe button and the notifications bell so you get a notice anytime we upload some new content. And go save yourself some money right now. If you're in a 30-year loan or you have credit card debt, it's not a matter of if I can save you money. It's a matter of how much. Find out right now for free at SaveWithConrad.com.